Welcome, welcome, Virgo Soulmate. I'm Keykey. Welcome to our doorway. Let's see what's in store for December 5th to December 19th, 2018. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What would be in store for Mr. and Miss Virgos and their soulmate for December 5th to December 19th, 2018? Woo! Hold on. Sorry about that. Woo. What actions will be taking place for Mr. and Miss Virgos and their soulmate emotionally, energetically, for oh God. All right. Emotionally, energetically. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on. All right. Masculine Virgos, as your past becoming your present gift to yourself, you're embodying knighthood. Yes, you're embodying the knighthood. You're discovering what makes you dedicated and loyal to whatever cause or direction you're going within your life. Female Virgos, your past wants you to know as a present that you know how to weather the storms when it comes to wars and battles in your personal life and in the community. You are a very good problem solver when it comes to weighing your options on what's right for not just one side but for both. Soulmate, your past life wants you to know that in your present life as a gift, any karmic relationships, and when we think of karmic, it's about the life lessons that we have learned. It could be from friendships, family relationships, your own personal relationships with yourself, work relationship, even the direction you want to have. Knowing that the trials and tribulations that you have gone through, soulmate, has prepared you to have more harmonic relationships in the now. The actions that will be taking place emotionally, energetically for masculine, feminine Virgos and their soulmate. Masculine, the first week, you're becoming the boss of how you communicate to others. You're seeing that your loyalty and your dedication to how you move forward and how you connect to others is very grounded and rooted. So, the end of any difficult situation that you have experienced, masculine Virgos, is now fading and at the end of its cycle. You're seeing that embracing the changes that you have made is now leading you towards better expectations. So if you have been recovering from any addictions, now you're seeing how that feels to have sobriety in your life and how clearing the air with yourself and seeing that you hold the key to your destiny, to your direction, is well endowed. The second week, masculine Virgo, you're becoming the Sagittarius, the go-getter. Now that you realize that you are the boss of how you communicate to others, the boss of how you have not controlled, but really looked at your vices as victory instead. That now is the time that you might be expecting the worst. It's just like any withdrawal. When we're not using any other substance or any other thing to distract us from ourselves, sometimes the things that we suppress comes out. And it makes us feel like self-sabotage. But now, rather than self-sabotage the things that you have built in your life, you're going to start expecting wonderful things instead. Expecting that the walk and the amount of effort that you have made in your life, the changes that you have made, will be rewarded instead. And the self-prophecy of seeing that when you do cater to yourself, when you do forgive yourself, when you do tame the thing that caused addiction in your world, you're going to see that the sleepless nights are replaced with sleep, with slumber, with no worries. You're laying down all burdens. You're looking at all your burdens and you're laying them down. And you're seeing that you hold the key to how you want to move forward. Masculine Virgos. Female Virgos. From understanding that you are the vessel to weather any storm, any battle or conflict, you're becoming the page of your communication. You're becoming the novice, the prodigy, the apprentice of how you're going to communicate what is logical to not just you, but to others in regards to conflict. And you're becoming more honest to anything that has caused you confusion. You're going to start to be more clear on how you communicate those confusions, those uncertainties. And you're seeing that being impulsive in how you communicate. For example, normally earth signs, we weigh our options before we talk. Now we're seeing that it is time to go by our feeling. When we sense or feel, based on how the communication is going, how to really come to a solution, you're seeing that your curious approach to how you handle conflicts will be the very thing to be rewarded. Rather than push away conflicts, you're seeing ways of how addressing them with curiosity can open doors in not only correcting confusion or correcting conflict, but actually curing the things that causes conflict. So, in the first week, Miss Virgos, you're seeing challenging information in a different light. You're making a clean slate on, yes, conflicts and arguments and confusions can be very emotionally draining. So you're seeing that rather than disregard it, you're seeing that being curious to ask those questions or reveal your concerns can actually cause the delays of changes to actually move direct instead. The delays of changes to plans only come when we do not address conflicts, or when we see that, or when we feel that there's no solutions to disagreements. There's always a solution to even disagreements. Finding the direct approach to that key understanding will require you to listen first to the other party and seeing how you can make what is being said to you logical, and how you can use that truth delivered to you without tact to your advantage as well. Why? Because in the second week, Miss Virgo, you will gain victory for that. Rather than disregard it or close the door on conflicts or confusion, you're inviting it, or when it's addressed or when it's in front of you, in front of your face through communications, when someone speaks to you in a confusing manner or a conflicting manner, you'll know how to not do the pros and cons, but actually know how to use that conflict as a courageous act in curing it. For example, if two people are mad at each other, how can you solve it? First, listening to see what is that connection to the argument. It's not just one party that is irritated or confused. The other person has to be confused to react in defense mode. Finding that mechanism will allow you to see triumph. So yes, from you handling conflicts and confusion will allow people to see you in the second week, Miss Virgo, as very victorious. So you will be receiving good news for standing your ground and using the curiosity of challenges as a correlation to great changes. So you will be publicly recognized for the way you handle yourself for the next 2 weeks. And you'll be rewarded for that. And awards will be coming to you publicly and personally. Soulmate. For you seeing the life lessons and blessings and karmic relationships as a present gift to you in the now. You're seeing how to be that giver or receiver to the way you project yourself in life. You're seeing that if it's too much going on at once, soulmate, now is the time to look at your options, the two sides of the coin that you are holding, whether that be two relationships, two aspects of yourself. If you notice, the one thing that holds those two things together is you. Now is the time to make that decision. Who are you really connected to on a material level, on an emotional level, on a spiritual level, on a mental level? If you're juggling, you're realizing that you're juggling the same aspect of that same person, but one of them really resonates with you, soulmate. And you know it's time to make that decision. So, in the first week, you're considering a more playful approach on how you're going to make that decision. Whether it be to lovers, to job opportunities, anything that you're really, really contemplating on right now, soulmate, in the second week, you'll figure out what unifies you to that choice that you will be making, so it would be more grounded. How does it tie to you emotionally? How does it tie to you religiously? How does it tie to you spiritually? How does it tie to you mentally, emotionally, intuitively? And as you're thinking about these 5 ways, and even how it taps into your will, which one you willfully connect to, soulmate, that's how you'll know what decisions to make. So, in the second week, you're looking at traditional viewpoints or methods and seeing how the decision that you make, is it truly connecting to your core values of who you are? Whether it be a romantic relationship, a job relationship, a career relationship, even a relationship with yourself, you're seeing that using your spiritual background, your spiritual upbringing, will give you a better understanding of making that right decision for you. So, if that means seeking out mentors or like minded friends that can help you in this decision making, it is okay to do that. Because they will show you maybe the pros and cons of which direction may really connect to you. Or just hearing the people that can give you wise advice or suggestions. Hearing their suggestions, you might find your own solution in it. It takes sometimes hearing our friends or hearing other people talk and give us solutions to find that core key answer. Okay? So until we meet again, Trinity, know that you can weather any or withstand any storm or any trouble or turbulence that may come your way for the next 2 weeks. You know how to handle it. You are the boss of your life. You hold the key of how you not only communicate with others, but how you want to be received in who you are. I love you. I love you. I love you. Mr. Mrs Virgo and Soulmate. We will see you on the other side.